a cinema of a game. Where they at? It was right here. 31-27. The Patriots. Well, the Seahawks beat the Rams 31-27. This was a cinema game, bro. Cinema game. Both teams are back and forth. I think it was what expected too. I expected it to be like a game like this. I thought the defense would have been a bit better. That both defense would have been better, especially the Seahawks defense. But I guess this is a division game, and when the division games go like this, you have no idea what is gonna happen. But I think both QBs balled out. All right, going up and down the field. Let's look at the touchdowns, first, and then we'll get into the things. Oh, for the Seahawks because they won. Ken Walker touchdown, and then 3 touchdown passes for Darnold. Got the JSN one. This is the one to Jake Bobo after the fumble. This is the one Cooper Kupp.
Third down here over the middle. Cooper Kupp is in. Touchdown Seahawks. Offensive line done a great job. Third down here over the middle. Cooper Kupp is in.
Just lost my train. Anyways, and that was that. So then, what happened? All right, let's go back to the stats. Let's go check the stats real quick. Bubba. What up, Bubba? Bro, where am I going? Where is that? There I am. Bro, my God, my phone is blowing up right now. Why right now? Anyways. Okay. Stafford went off for 22 out of 35, 374 yards, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions at 81.5 QBR with 127.6 passer rating. He was throwing dimes. I remember this one specific dime he threw to Colby Parkinson. I forgot who was exactly in his face, but it was just right over the top that only he could get it. And he was balling out. Those 3 touchdowns. The one to Puka was crazy. After we're going to talk about that Tariq Woolen penalty, but I feel bad. And then look at Puka for 9 catches, 165 yards, 1 touchdown on 14 targets. Devontae was going off for a game too, had 4 catches, 89 yards, and a touchdown. He was balling. And Sam Darnold was balling too. 25 at 36, 346 yards, another 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, similar QBRs but a little higher with 82 point, and almost the exact same passer rating, 127.8. And I think that was the story of the game. Story of the game was about both offenses were just in and out. Like first quarter, I'd say the defenses are doing okay. They were getting their stops. But then after that, the offense just got a flow going and they kept going and coming back and going forth. And even the running game was good. Like look Kenneth Walker. 19 carries, 62 yards. He did a move. I'm going to try to find it. He did a move on the linebacker. I don't know if you pronounce it Spates or Spites. Let me see if he comes up. Dang, he really does not come out. Oh, there he is. I think it's Spates or Spites. I don't know. But he did a move on him. And he just juked him out. I don't know if I could find it on Instagram. If they put it on there. Catch, Bobo catch. This was JSN's catch.
Call it a 2nd and 2. Give it to him again. And makes the man miss. What a move that was. And all the way down to the Ram 38. He got right around.
Blowing up my phone.
He wasn't even there.
My friends.
Wow. I mean.
Call it a 2nd and 2. Give it to him again. And makes a man miss. What a move that was. And all the way down to the Ram 38. He got right around Omar's space.
Anyways, look at that. Look at that juke.
I mean,
go back. Hey, look at this.
Call it a 2nd and 2. Give it to him again.
Zoop.
Makes a man miss. What a move that was.
Watching that live was crazy. I was like, Jesus Christ, bro.
Right around Omar's space like he wasn't even there.
Shook him in a phone booth. Shook him in a phone booth.
Call it a 2nd and 2. Give it to.
And then, I mean, speaking of that, though, I want to talk also about JSN. Just because JSN went off. He went 10 receptions, 153 yards, 1 touchdown on 12 targets, bro. That's what I'm saying. Him and Puka are in the top 2 receivers. I'll still have Puka number 1, but after watching JSN, he's 1B. He's 1B. Like, his route running, the hands he has. Like, look at the one-handed catch over here. Where is that? Now, well, show us the video. What the?
To the left, and Darnold puts it just out there. And why do you need 2 hands when
Snag.
you got from the other side
Bro.
of the field? They boot to the left, and Darnold puts it just
Snag.
out there. And why do you need 2 hands when you got from the other side of the field?
And this is the big copy.
Fake it to him. Darnold roll, looking, throw.
Snag.
Oh, and he keep it in bounds. He did.
Crazy. And anyways, go back to the stats. Rashid Shaheed, I think he had that one big play in the beginning. It was like a 15-yard. It was on Darius Williams, who they benched, by the way. I remember they benched him after the first drive because it was that he gave up that play to Rashid Shaheed, and then I think on the next 2 plays, I don't know, or the next 2 plays, he gave up some yardage to JSN, and then literally the next drive they benched him, and I was like, bro, that's messed up. John McVay had no faith in Omi, but who else had it? And it was mostly just them, and I think Kenneth Walker stood out. But yeah, dude, both offenses. For me, that was the game of the story. I mean, story of the game was that both offenses were balling. Now, both defenses weren't too shabby the first half, but then, I don't know, I think it was mostly just because the offenses were cooking. Now, Seattle's defense, they came out, and for most of the game, and I were talking about that, they didn't really talk. Either they play man, they were playing a lot of man this game. A lot of cover 2, high shell. I think that's pretty sure right there. Yeah, a lot of cover 2, high shell man coverage. So it was Kobe Bryant and Jordan Love, the 2 top defenses, or the Tampa 2 basically, and then the 2 corners. That was Tariq, Devion Witherspoon, or Josh Job when he came in. And they were mostly running man, and they actually did a pretty good job the first half. But then I think the Rams figured it out, and then with Puka having in there, and then the Rams switched up some stuff. They usually play 13 personnel, which is 1 running back, 3 tight ends, and then they only have 1 receiver, which could be Puka or Devontae, and they switch out. Today, they ran a lot of 12 personnel. So, 2, take that off, 2 tight ends, and then 2 wide receivers. So they switched that up. I remember they were talking about that during the broadcast, and that was something, if you want to say. It was something to do. But both defenses, I think that cover 2 was really doing a problem on them at first, because then Matthew Stafford was doing a lot of underneath throws, and at first it was kind of struggling a bit, but then they figured it out. And also the Rams. The Seahawks were going up and down, but then the Rams defense figured them out. They stopped the run. They stopped Kenneth Walker. Like the next 2 drives, the first drive they could not stop him at all. But then they started getting more momentum. They figured out some stuff. They went more cover 1, and they brought the safety down. What was his name? Not Cam Crow. They brought Cam Crow down a little bit more, and I did some. They did something to stagnate their stuff. But both defense, I think, were better in the first half than they were in the second. Let me actually go back to what they had. So the Rams, they finished with 3 sacks, 8 tackles for loss, 5 passes defended, and 7 QB hits. While the Seattle's defense finished with 1 sack, which actually is surprising that they had a little bit more, with 7 passes defended and 3 QB hits. I think it was mostly due to coverage, to be honest. Their coverage was really good. the front seven, like we're looking at right now, didn't have a lot of pressure, but I think the back end was really good. Davion Witherspoon, he was getting cooked by Devontae for a bit, but then he got back into it. Tariq, some plays he was good, some plays he was not, but I think it was mostly the safeties. I think Jordan Love, Kobe Bryant, and Nick Amenwari, they did a very good job. So, yeah, but speaking of them corners, actually, first let's go to Xavier Smith. The Xavier Smith muff punt that leads to Jake Bobo touchdown. That play and the other play we're going to get to, I think was what really changed the game, especially this muff punt. Because I think if they didn't get it, Seattle probably would have ran away with it. I think the Rams would have died down if they didn't get that muffed punt. I think that was second half coming in, pretty sure. Yeah, it was like literally third quarter. We could get that on Instagram to show y'all. I believe so. Where am I? Where am I? All right, there we go. No, I only have like one, I think, Bubba. I didn't do that. Let me go back. I was looking for. Oh yeah, the must punt. Yeah, there we go. Here it is.
So they'll try and do. Beautiful spiraling deep kick. Smith who bobbled on before. He lost it. Seattle recovers.
It's been a clear Achilles heel for this team. Getting kicks blocked. They fired their special teams coach in December, and you just can't afford these turnovers. There's the Gunnar Young on Forbes.
Forbes literally gave up on that. And then, I don't know, I guess Xavier got nervous or what happened to him, but he muffed that.
Beautiful spiraling deep
and that
kick.
led
Smith.
to this, wherever that is. Where my punt? Where why they showed the damn touchdown?
Let the best punter in the league come out and change field position.
So they'll try and do. Beautiful spiraling deep kick. Smith who bobbled on before.
That's clear. How did they not show the Jake? They don't show the Jake Bobo touchdown. That's messed up. But anyways, it led to this.
What he's doing.
Darnold looking at him again. Some pressure though.
That not like this. Led to this.
Darnold to throw. Back, hit, throws, end zone, caught! Touchdown! Jake Bobo! Darnold to throw.
So I thought Seahawks were gonna run. At this point, a lot of people are probably thinking that the Seahawks are gonna run with it. But then, on the next play or the next two plays, the Tariq thing happens. Let's go to that. I'm gonna try to find that somewhere around here. So punt, touchdown. This is the Devontae touchdown, I think. Yeah. So the Seahawks score again, and I think that one's to Cooper, I believe. Yeah. And then this is where it happens. Yeah. So a play after that, starting 1-20. The Rams are going down. They get that penalty. I don't know if NFL posted it or not. Let me try to go check that out for y'all. Could have. I don't know though. No, but they do show the thing. But anyways, so I'm pretty sure the play goes that Stafford tries on the 4th and I think it's 3rd and 12. Tries to go to Puka. Tariq Woolen is covering. Tariq puts his hand out. He bats it down. Right, plays good. He goes over the sideline. Starts yapping. He gets the flag for taunting. 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down. Now, in my opinion, I think it's overblown. I think it's a soft penalty, like, to be honest. I know it's part of the rules, the taunting. I don't know what he said to them. Maybe that's why the official called it, because at first he didn't tell him anything. He just looked at him, he let him talk. But either he did excessive talking, like he kept talking, or he said something to him. I don't know, because I didn't see no obscene gesture. I didn't see anything disrespectful towards the sideline. I didn't see any of that. I just saw that he was talking shit. He was just talking shit, that he swatted the ball. I don't know what he said. But he probably might have said something, or he celebrated too much. Because then the official threw the flag. And the play was over, and the next play, and what made it worse was the next play was this. If I'm on Instagram, yeah. The next play was this.
Stafford, low enough, going deep. Nakua's open. He has got
And you just hear Tom Brady out here like, what the hell? Because that was me as well. I was like, you literally the next play, a touchdown on Tariq Woolen. Like, I don't know if that's the karma or what would you want to call that, but it's like, fuck. So I thought at that point I was probably like, ball don't lie. Well, in my head, I was like, ball don't lie. Because I was saying it was weak, it's a soft penalty. But ball don't lie. If the next play you get scored on, ball don't lie. And that was also a game changer because then the Rams got momentum. That whole penalty got even momentum. They literally scored the next one, and they're back in it 31-26. So I was just, my jaw dropped. I was in complete amazement. I was like, what is going on? And I just knew from then on, it was going to be cinema. It was going to be cinema. And it happened, bro. Oh, my God. 4th and 12, bro. That was a 4th and 12. I don't know. I guess it's part of the rule book. I think low-key probably said something. I don't think he lasted too long. I think he said something that the official didn't like or whatever. But then if I think about it, he probably would have gave him, if it was something he didn't like, or yeah, I think he would have said unsportsmanlike conduct and not taunting. So maybe he just taunted for too long, which I still think is soft, but ball don't lie. Ball don't lie if the next play you get scored on like that. And then, let's see if they come out. And the reason I think Seattle won it was their defensive performance or standout the last drive. What was it? The second to last drive. The Seahawks. The Rams' second to last drive. 4th and 4. And they go for it and they miss it. Let's see if that comes out. Yeah, it's this one. 4th and 4. 5 minutes left. 31-27. Rams score here. They gave 34-31, and then all pressure on the Seahawks to go score, and they stop them. What is it, to Ferguson? It wasn't Ferguson. Witherspoon, I don't know what he's complaining about. He's complaining about something, but he gets the batted ball. I thought he would have gone to Devontae because, see, they go one-on-one. It's one-on-one, but I think it was just what I saw, too, and what Stafford saw. So the whole front line of the Seahawks go. It's like a 6 front pressure. It looks like they're gonna like blitz them, but they bring some guys back. So then it's back in coverage, and there's not one-on-one anymore. Though we thought the initial look was one-on-one. I thought it was one-on-one too, but then I seen that they went out, they went back into coverage. I was like, oh, never mind. And that actually got me too, and that got Stafford. But that's what won the game. Franny, bro, stop talking about. Can you guys stop the group chat right now, bro? I'm trying to stream. Like, come on. Stop the group chat right now. Or tell them boys to hop in. Anyways. So that won the game. And I think that's what won them the game. Seahawks win 31-27. And this is going to be a Super Bowl. Patriots versus Big B line up the chat. The Patriots versus Seattle in Levi State. Now I have mixed. I mean, I already know who I think is going to win, and I'll save that. But I have mixed opinions about this from a personal perspective, from a biased perspective. I don't like either of them, and I don't want Seattle to win a Super Bowl at Levi's. But then I don't want the Patriots getting a 7 Super Bowl. So I'm like, I don't know. But if I take off those glasses and look at objective point of view, I think the Seahawks are going to win. I think the Seahawks are going to win 27-23. That's what I'm going with. Seahawks 27-23. I think, look, we've seen what Drake May struggled today against a good defense. Now he's going against another Seahawks defense. Very good defense. Let's see if they can bring more pressure this time. Maybe we'll do the offensive line. I don't know. Patriots offensive line has some troubles. So I think in that aspect, the Seahawks will win that battle. I think the Seahawks defense will do a great job in handling Drake May, but yeah, that's I'm going with that. And then the other side, the Patriots defense also is good, obviously, but I think Sam Darnold, more experience, will probably figure out a way to dumb him down. And then you got Jackson Smith and Jigba, who can do a number on them. I like to see that battle. I want to see him. I mean, there's both good matchups on both sides. Got JSM versus Christian Gonzalez and Marcus Jones with that defense figuring stuff out. And on the other side, you got Stephon Diggs versus Devon Weatherspoon, or if they want to put him on, or Wari. If it goes in the slot, because Stephon does go in the slot a lot. So you got Wari covering him there, and he's a big dude. He's like 6'3", 200 some pounds, and he's a big nickel corner. I think they drafted him as a safety, but he plays nickel, and he's very big. So I think it's gonna be a great matchup. But I'm going with the Seahawks. I'm going with the Seahawks. 27-23. What is it? The chat? Well, let me get y'all over here so you guys can see yourselves. Bubba's got the Seahawks 34-32. And then Granny, you got the Patriots. You got a score? You want to put a score, or are you just going to say the Patriots? $36, $35. Damn. That's absolute cinema game if that happens. And then Nona Jackson over here. I'm just there for the Benito Bowl. I should promote that, I guess. Bad Bunny's gonna perform a halftime show. Let's see if nothing else happens, but he's gonna have a good show. All right, what songs is he gonna put, guys? What songs is Bad Bunny gonna sing at the halftime show? I think he's gonna perform, obviously, probably the Te Más Fotos. Yeah, because that's like his newest one, obviously, even though it's sad, he's playing with that one. For his old songs, or older songs, he's probably going with Party. He's probably going with Titi Me Preguntó. Who else would he go? I hope he does Moscow Mule. That'd be cool. And then from his older albums, yeah, he's probably gonna put that one too. He might bring out Drake. Who knows? And then for his older albums, like Último Tour del Mundo, I hope he brings out like Booker T. That would be fire. Yo Visto Así would probably be cool too. I'll bring up the crowd. So I think, yeah, it's gonna be fire. It's gonna be a fire halftime show. But anyways, all right, boys and girl, and girl and my girl. El Mundo's Meal would be cool too. That's the end of the stream. I'm gonna do for the Super Bowl. I'm gonna be back for the Super Bowl, which is like in 2 weeks, I believe. That's probably gonna be a longer episode. But I'm gonna be there for the Super Bowl. Catch the stream. See y'all in the next one.